Do you suffer from gambling problems? I do too. That's why we here with the guru and the Swami. Welcome to the Guru and the Swami podcast. You know who I am, and I'm here, of course, with the men of the evening because these are guys that's putting money in our pockets. Notice I say our because I'm getting it too. Guru Swami, what's up, fellas?
What up, though?
Hey, we might as well start the day to everybody at home that's watching this. Take your time, relax, take a shot.
Salute.
All right, we at week 7 of the Guru and the Swami podcast. Week 7 is live. It's all types of stuff going on. We got DeAndre Hopkins. He killed them last night.
Killed them.
Chris McCaffrey going to my boys. That's news. There's all types of stuff going on, but
We don't care about that.
this is about money. So let's go on and get started. We're going to jump straight to the gate. First game is Detroit and Dallas. +7, over under at 48.5, and I'm gonna start with Swami.
My boys coming off a bad whipping. Nah, they let us get back in it to Philly though. I ain't mad at them. Playing weak ass Detroit. Detroit got blown out by the Patriots 29-0 last game. They only win this year came over the bum sauce Washington Commanders. You know, we had a good time with Rush out there, man. He held it down while my man Dak got rehabilitated. It looks like Dak Prescott will be back at the start, back at the helm this week, and it's looking lovely, man. Detroit has allowed every team they played this year to score at least 27 points. We have scored at least 22 points in all of our victories, and we get our stud back. So with that being said, my best bet is the Dallas Cowboys team total over 27.5 points.
That sound like a plan. Long as they don't revert back. That sound like a plan, definitely. All right, Guru, you up?
It's not strange that he likes this boys over 27.5 points, man, because my best bet in this one is actually the game over 48.5. I like the game to go over 48.5. If you take away the egg that Detroit laid in that New England game, Detroit has been in every game they've played this year. They actually are 1-1 against the NFC East. They beat Washington and they lost to Philly. They was in both games. They lost to Philly by only 3 points, and both games went well over the total. As he said, Detroit is giving up over 27 points a game. They're giving up damn near 30 points a game. And they're scoring damn near 30 points a game if you, like I say, wipe away the New England game in which they scored 0 points a game that I actually handicapped to a T. I knew that Belichick would kind of take away Detroit's strengths. Detroit was on the road. Detroit was minus DeAndre Swift. They was minus their top wide receiver, so they were unable to score the football. And New England took advantage of it. Dallas plays good defense, but they've been a little susceptible to some scoring lately. Philly kind of scored a few points on them early and managed to hold on to the lead. So I like this one over 48.5.
There you have it. Over 48.5. All right. Next up, we got the G-Man +3. They at Jacksonville with the over and under at 43. I'm going to start with you, Guru.
Big Blue, gang.
Gang.
This one kind of is a little difficult for those who may be a little new to this sports betting thing, because you'll see that Jacksonville 2-4 is laying 3 points to the 5-1 New York Giants. So you'll quickly jump on the side of the Giants. However, I'm a long-term Giants fan. I know these are spots in which the Giants don't perform well in history. However, I believe that the Giants are under new regime, man, and you know how I feel about betting teams in unfamiliar spots. And Jacksonville laying 3 is a totally unfamiliar spot, especially to a 5-1 team like the Giants who are playing good football. So, with all that being said, man, I'm gonna actually stay away from a side because I know how the odds makers make lines, and I know a little bit about how to read in between the lines. So I dug down deep in this one, and I found a good old-fashioned prop. Wan'Dale Robinson over 6.5 receiving yards. Listen to me. Wan'Dale Robinson is a rookie out of Kentucky. His first game back last week, he had 37 yards and a touchdown on 3 receptions and 4 targets. Him being healthy with a game under his belt, he is by far the Giants' best and most explosive wide receiver and the most explosive player on the New York Giants roster not named Saquon Barkley. Brian DeBoer and Mike Kafka will find ways to get Wan'Dale Robinson the football. He will get over 6.5 receiving yards on 1 catch. He's only played in 2 games this season. The first game he got hurt after his first catch, and that went for 5 yards. And on that catch, he got hurt. So take everything you can beg Bond still and bet Wan'Dale Robinson over 6.5 receiving yards and this one in Jacksonville.
Shit, 6.5 receiving yards. I could get that.
You can get
right
that.
now, easy.
Exactly. At 40.
That's a given. All right, Swami, what you got?
Like he said, the New York Giants 5-1, Jacksonville 2-4, but they 3-point favorites in this game. It didn't make me automatically want to jump on the Giants. It made me say, hey, what's going on here? Something's a little funny. Jacksonville's lost their last 3 to Philly, Houston, and Indy. And Big Blue on the opposite end has won their last 3 over Chicago, Green Bay, and Baltimore, who always finds a way to lose the game.
Of course.
The odds makers with this line, man, they're being tricky, man. They're being real tricky. The odds makers don't even believe in the Giants, or they're trying to fool me, man. But like my bro said, I think Big Blue under new regime, and I've been watching these games, man. I just don't sit back and watch sports. I've been watching these games, and the G-men are playing a lot better football than Jacksonville. So you had to trick me on with this one. Give me Big Blue plus the 3 points for my best bet.
Smart man.
All right, hey, I know where I'm going. I'm definitely going to do that Wan'Dale joint. 6.5 yards, please. That ain't a first down. All right, next
Not
up.
even.
Indianapolis plus 2.5 at Tennessee with the over-under at 42. Go back to you, Guru.
My best bet in this one is the over, 42. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret, though. I had Indianapolis winning the division before the season started, right? So it would be difficult for me to kind of take Tennessee in this spot because I already had Indianapolis winning the division, and Tennessee has already beat Indianapolis head up, right? Unfortunately, yet fortunately, that's not how professional handicapping works, right? I can't go with my heart in this one, man. I like Indy to win the division. Like I said, they lost a 1-possession game to Tennessee the last time they played, but Tennessee has won the last 4 and covered the last 4 against Indianapolis. Tennessee started off 0-2, then they won their next 3 in a row. Indy started off a little shaky as well. Then they were able to manage a few wins after that loss to Tennessee, and they were able to get over 500. So the winner of this game will be in sole possession of first place in the AFC South. So I expect both offenses to come out clicking and early and often. I've seen a few things that I lean you in a few different directions, but like I say, my best bet is this game over 42. However, I've seen a few things, like I said, that will lean you in a few different directions. One is Derrick Henry has went over 100 yards against Indianapolis every game except 2 times, dating all the way back to 2019. In the last game, he went over 100 yards. I think his rushing total is like 80-something yards, so that's just something to keep in mind. 89.5, whatever it is. I would take it just at 80. Right at 80. I wouldn't take it probably over 89.5, but I would kind of, look for those props that say plus 80, 80 plus, or something like that. But my best bet in this one is over 42.
Okay. Over 42.
Over 42 points.
I'm with it. All right, Swami.
At first glance, this game looked like it might be a pretty boring game when you think about these two teams, but I found a couple of angles that I seem to like that we can get us some money with. Like he said, Indy coming here 3-2-1, coming off a win over Jacksonville. Tennessee 3-2, coming off a win over weak ass Washington.
It's trash. God damn.
Like he said, Tennessee just smacked these people in the mouth probably 2 weeks ago to a tune of 24-17, whole touchdown. And Tennessee, like you said, has covered and won 4 out of the last 5 meetings between these two. So with that being said, my best bet, and I had that same bet as him, but I got to give the people my best bet. I'm going to take Tennessee on the money line here at minus 136. And along with what he said, it's the same thing. I got a little nugget for you. Like he said, he gave you all the information about Derrick Henry. So that's one of my little nuggets is Derrick Henry over 89.5 yards. He went over this total 4 out of the 5 games this season in at least not only twice against Indy. So he's been moving. And I also like his anytime touchdown because they're going to get a heavy dose of him this weekend. So
And
couple of nuggies.
There you have it. The Guru and the Swami dropping off nuggets, giving that valuable information. If you don't know, now you know it. You know what? Take another shot for y'all. And we're going to take a break. So let's take a break. We'll be back with more Guru and the Swami. We back at it here at the Guru and the Swami podcast, and this is one of the only places that you can go in our area to get those locks. If you don't know, now you know.
Not one of the only areas. The only area.
The best.
Legitimate business.
Legitimate.
We ain't on OnlyFans and Instagram and all these other places saying DM me for pics. No, this is a real business. Treat it like it.
Absolutely. And the way that you treat it like it is to go to www.betmoresports.com and subscribe. You also go to YouTube, Bet More Sports, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Take a shot. Whatever you do, keep watching. Get back to work.
Do it.
All right, next up we got Tampa Bay minus 11 at Carolina with the over-under at 40. We starting with you, Swami.
Carolina is who I thought they were.
Special now.
They are 1-5 and the worst team in the league. They fired their head coach. Then they just traded away their most productive offensive weapon in Christian McCaffrey to another bum team. The Niners. Look,
ain't like that.
I just had to get that out there. You come in here draped in all that mess this week. I don't know why.
Sad,
Yeah,
I figure
yeah.
you come here with a different If y'all don't know, my man got a different Cowboys hat every day. It's different colors. And right now, he got a gold and black Cowboys hat.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
on
just
sweet,
saying.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Thank you. Thank you very
Would have
much.
been better if I had that black and gold and white.
Negative. Negative.
He rep his set. I got to rep mine. I'm just saying.
That's all I know, man.
I'm repping my set, too.
You better know it. Stay humble, too, my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know it. But back to this. Carolina being the worst. Like we say, they fired their head coach. They're 1-5. They got rid of McCaffrey. They're pretty much garbage. Also, their offense is ranked at the bottom in almost every statistical category. Can you believe that? Everyone. Right at the bottom.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield quarterback.
Indeed. Crazy part about it is Tampa Bay's offense with TB12 is not very far behind them.
Damn.
Not at all. He really haven't been producing very much. And I think the breakup may be getting to my man
Blame it
a
on the
little bit.
wife.
Hey, look, this is emotional, man. Hey, look, TB, I feel for you, man. I know how it go, man. Especially if she trying to get that bread. She won't shoot in the gym. You know what I mean?
Just thinking that.
The one past the Grump.
Not me. You know what I mean? She probably ain't stretch your hammies for you, nigga. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Y'all seen that picture with AB in it, right?
And you talk about the story.
And his wife?
Yeah. Oh.
You ain't see that?
Mm-hmm. I seen
Bruh.
it. I ain't know that's who that was, but now it all makes sense.
That's who.
AB a wild boy for
AB
that.
a wild boy.
Hey, man, listen. Tom Brady let the man stay at his crib. That's on time.
That's crazy. You don't never let goddamn no fool stand there with your wife. But yeah, both of these teams 4-1 to the under this week. I kept it pretty simple, stupid. I ain't gonna front. Carolina burnt me one time on the under. They let them bum ass 49ers almost go over the total by themselves. But Tampa Bay offense is like I say, it ain't been too productive itself the last few weeks. And he got a lot on his mind, man. So my best bet is the team, not the team, but the whole game under 40 points. But I do also have a little nugget. I also like the Carolina Panthers to go under their team total of 13.5 points. They barely went over this number in only 3 games, and then they gave up their best and most productive offensive weapon. So I don't know where these points may come from. So it's a good thing to look at as well.
Hey, one thing that I like that you said that is different is that you are keeping a record of them covering. Like both 4-1 covering. It was something you said.
They both 4-1 to the under. Yeah.
Exactly. 4-1 to the under. That is, oof, I love it. Guru, you up?
I love it too. You know what else I love? Is I said this last week. The recipe for a team that's playing bad football is to schedule the Carolina Panthers on your schedule.
Next game.
With that being said, not only are they sweet money, right? Like the Swami said, they traded away their best player and run CMC.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of their best deep threat in Robbie Anderson.
Crazy.
And they fired their head coach. So these people are in complete turmoil right now. And Tom Brady and them is coming off a loss, a bad loss at that, a loss in which they was a double-digit spread. And if you didn't know, I'm about to give you a jewel. When a team is a double-digit spread and they lose straight up, the following week have covered 60% of the time against the spread. And get this, they have covered 10 straight times if they're a double-digit favorite the following week. And these are both the case for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Carolina Panthers. And to add insult to injury, these people has beaten Carolina by more than 14 points in 4 straight games. And they're going to do it again this week. The last 2 times, I think they was giving up 10.5 points in the last 2 meetings that they played Carolina. And they smoked their boots. Tampa Bay is actually averaging 37.5 points per game in the last 5 meetings against Carolina. And they have won the last 4 and covered the last 4 against the spread. So I am taking everything I can big barn steal. I don't give a damn how bad Tom Brady is playing. The recipe for a bad playing team and a bad playing quarterback, according to the statistics and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is the Carolina Panthers. Not only have they traded away all their best players and got rid of their head coach, they are playing with a third-string quarterback who is coming off concussion protocol.
Damn.
All these reasons add up to a disaster for Carolina. I'm with the Swami on their team total under. I don't see where they're going to get some points from. But my best bet in this one is Tampa Bay minus the 11 and Tampa Bay over their team total of 27.5. Like I say, they're averaging over 37.5 points against Carolina in the last 5 meetings. 3 of those meetings, they score over 40 points. They might take it over by the goddamn self.
How old did it go to
I pissed off
37?
Tom Brady
37 zap.
against
Sounds
the
good.
bum-ass Carolina.
Yeah, I can take that because I got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Tom Brady.
Oh,
on my
Mike
bench.
Evans finna eat.
Yeah, he
You know the
old.
last time I told you on this podcast the player was going to eat, the man had his career high.
He old, too.
Feed him.
He old.
Feed him. Real good. I mean, like, until he can't eat no more. With that said, hey, look, let's take another drink. And our drink of the night, drink of the evening is Terramana. I don't know
Shout
if
out to The Rock.
y'all know anything about it, but it's definitely by The Rock.
That's one of Avery's favorite wrestlers.
In actors.
He is actually my favorite wrestler and one of my favorite actors because my man can't act. You ever
Yeah.
watch Ballers?
Yeah, I did. I want to see the see the Black Adam movie. It looked like it's gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah, I might have to go out there and check
yeah,
that out.
definitely.
All right, next game we got Green Bay -5 at Washington. With the over-under at 41. And Guru, you up.
My best bet in this one is Aaron Rodgers over 231.5 passing yards. I used to have a saying back in the day, right? If your team needs a win, play the Skins. But now, but now that they have changed to the Commanders, I got to kind of find a new saying, right? But the Skins are giving up 244 passing yards a game. Aaron Rodgers is averaging 246 passing yards a game. He's coming off a bad game as well, and he's taking 2 ass whoopings in a row against both New York teams that play in New Jersey, the Giants and the Jets.
Bing, bing.
So he'll be looking to exact his revenge and take his ass whoopings out on a team that is not that good. Washington, however, has some good news, which may be bad news to some. They lost their starting quarterback, which been playing like shit. Washington had lost 4 games in a row before sneaking away with a victory against the Chicago Bears, and a game where neither looked too good. The same Bears team that Aaron Rodgers stuck his foot straight in their ass.
He owned
Aaron Rodgers only went under this passing total twice, and that was against Nephew's Minnesota Vikings in Week 1 and my big blue mighty New York Football Giants 2 weeks ago in London. The Washington Commanders on defense is neither one of these teams. They can't stop a nosebleed. Believe me when I tell you, Detroit did what they wanted to do against them. And like I say, they escaped against Chicago, so they kind of 1-1 against that division. They'll be 1-2 against the division after Aaron Rodgers catch hold of them. But I'm not going to give you a team. I'm going to give you Aaron Rodgers over his passing yards total, and that's 231.5.
So Aaron Rodgers over 231.5, of course. All right, Swami.
Both of these teams are playing horrible.
Horrible in Espanol.
Horrible. Green Bay, like he says, 3-3 coming off 2 L's to the Jets and the Giants. Washington's coming off that Thursday night stinker win over Chicago. Shit was horrible. Like you say, I told you I never wish injury on nobody, but again, just like with the Trey Lance, Carson Wentz getting hurt may be the best thing that happens to the Washington Commanders. You get your guy Tyler Haneke back. He's got to be a little hungry, and want to see what he's going to bring to the table. But your man, Discount Double Check, man, he's been looking a little frustrated out there, man. And like we said, he definitely missing your man Adams. And with that being said, he's still letting that motherfucker fly, though. That's one thing he still is doing. So
Ain't got no choice.
No choice. With that being said, my best bet is your man Aaron Rodgers over 32.5 pass attempts. He's went over this number every game except for one, and that's when he played Chicago Bears, which he, like you say, he put his foot in them, and he didn't really have to do much because the running backs dominated that game. So this shit is a lot. Aaron Rodgers, and it correlates right with that. 32.5
Book it.
passing attempts and over his total passing yards. Easy money, baby.
You know the only thing I like about Tyler Haneke is that he played his college football in Norfolk.
BA.
I don't know where he's from, but I know he
he
played his
played
college
in
football in North Virginia. But other than that,
I think he's pretty
What
good.
he-
Man.
he is a biscuit.
Listen, I
Boy,
think
he's a biscuit.
I think he's better than what they got right now. He probably should be the starter, in my opinion.
I think Sam Howell should be the starter, but that's
Dang.
just my opinion. He don't have any NFL experience, so they're going with Tyler Haneke, and he played his college football in North Virginia. So if you played your football in North Virginia, then
Breathe this Norfolk air, man.
I kind of
Smell like gunpowder.
root for you, but don't root for you. If you know what I mean.
All right. Next up, we got Kansas City -2 at the Niner Nation with the over-under at 48.5.
Why you introduce the Giants like that?
This is the new. This is the new look Niner Nation too. You know, I'm just saying. Christian gonna play probably, but all right. I'm gonna start with you, Swami. What you got?
My stomach hurts looking at that and hearing all that mess.
Of course,
That's
what happened last year? My stomach would hurt too.
Well, look, both time out. Both of these teams coming off losses.
Right, but
L's.
one team beat the other team in the playoffs and ended their season.
You talking about
Kansas
old
City
shit.
and
I'm talking
San
about.
Francisco.
I'm talking about Kansas City, San Francisco. I'm talking about the game. See
I
that?
thought you were
You
talking
see
to
how
me.
they get lost into his
In
own
that case,
world.
you would have said all three of y'all coming off losses.
Exactly.
gosh.
Oh, tree. Hey, but anyways,
Week 13.
Kansas City just got smacked to the tune of 24-20. Tough one to Buffalo. San Francisco, they really got got Mariota and them boys.
You gotta put all that emphasis.
Yeah. Like you did your introduction. I got to put all that on that ass whooping y'all took. What was the score?
28-14.
Oh, I know. I just wanted you to say it out loud.
That's a
28-14. Yeah. Well, you know, Kansas City got a top offense, high power offense, and that defense pretty middle of the pack, pretty average. And San Francisco supposedly has a top defense. I ain't see it last week.
What you mean supposed?
What happened last week?
We had 7 people hurt.
Yeah.
7 starters.
If my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
Cry me a river.
Oh my God.
But
We had this conversation already.
yeah. They're supposedly, they are hurt. They are a little
If
banged
you
up.
missed that conversation, check out Bet Sports
Absolutely.
podcast because
Definitely.
Avery was pretty much crying
The
a
whole time.
river.
Young Justin Timberlake.
Pretty much.
But yeah, San Francisco, like I said, they got a supposedly top defense and a pretty average offense. They just got the addition of my man McCaffrey. I don't really see what they're gonna be able to utilize him right off. he's got to get acclimated to that system and that shit out there. So I don't know what's gonna go on with him. But one thing I do know, both of these quarterbacks love to utilize their tight ends. So with that being said, my best bet is my man Travis Kelce over 6.5 receptions, as well as my man Kittle's over 4.5 receptions. They both hit this number in every game this year except for one. So book it.
Book it.
Book it. I don't know whether y'all know this or not, but these guys are sitting here and they are doing all the research that you don't have to do.
You better know it.
Like, whether you realize it or not, I think majority of the things that I've heard them say, and I listen and watch sports on a daily basis, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference maker. I think that stands out. That's why we don't guess.
Yeah, that's what. Look,
Actually
one thing we can
handicap.
do, we giving the people the good information, man. Y'all do what y'all want with it, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It ain't even about the picture real. Get the information.
All right, let's take another break. You know, let's pay some bills.
Hold
You
no
don't-
break.
You don't want me to pick the game?
Yeah, you got it. Last one.
Did I skip you?
You good for that?
Not only the bamboo doesn't.
Listen.
So
listen.
does the Tamana.
Worst thing is, I don't never skip Swami.
The Rock,
You heard?
Yeah.
you got you one too, boy. Wayne and the Rock got my mind. The man don't want me to give him a pick.
Guru, you
But
up?
I don't really need to get my pick because the Swami pretty much gave you everything that I gave you. It's kind of like he studied off my notepad, cheated off my test. But like you say, both teams are coming off an ass whooping. The Niners got punched in their mouth, and Kansas City took a L to a pretty good Buffalo Bills team that everybody expects to be in the AFC Championship at least.
They won't make it to the bowl.
Who?
Oh my God.
Who won't?
Buffalo.
Oh, I don't believe so neither. Because boy, I love losing Super Bowls. Is what Bills stand for. They might make
Oh
it to
my
the bowl,
God,
but they'll
that's
lose if
wild.
they
I don't
make
even
it.
think- I don't even think they're gonna make it.
Hey,
I
never
don't
heard
think
that.
they'll make it neither. However, like you say, San Francisco acquired Run CMC,
Run.
and it's hard for me to believe that a coach like Kyle Shanahan will not be overly thirsty to roll out this new toy and explore him in as many ways as he can possible. If they don't change this prop, take this. It's not my best bet, but if they don't change this prop, take this, and that is what's that boy name that ran for y'all before?
Wilson Jr.
Yeah, Wilson Jones was his first name. I knew. He don't remember. Anyway, if they don't take away this prop, they got his rushing total at 57.5 yards. Take it under.
It's Jeff
He is-
Wilson Jr.
Jeff Wilson Jr. That's
Yeah.
him. Jeff,
Google's a bad mom.
do not bet Jeff Wilson Jr. over 57.5 yards. He's going to try his damnedest to play his best game, but Christian McCaffrey is going to get a pretty good workload along with Debo Samuels. Like I said, they're going to try their best to roll out this new toy and explore him in many ways as possible. And I don't blame them because, as we said on the Bet More Sports podcast, this is one of the best fits for Christian McCaffrey is this offensive scheme because
It's West Coast bum
it
ass.
fits him to a T, and it fits what San Francisco wants to do to a T. And I just hope his durability holds up and he's able to play throughout the rest of the season, man. Because like I said, I don't wish injuries on nobody,
I appreciate
not
that,
even
Guru.
CMC.
Negative.
I like Run CMC, even though he's not better than Saquon. I like him.
Yeah.
Like him a lot.
Tough
And-
nose.
And before you continue, I just want to say to you, I apologize. I said CMC was better than Saquon, didn't I?
You apologize on the Bet More Sports podcast. If y'all ain't see it, go
Okay.
watch it. I'm going to make a reel as soon as I get around to it. I'm kind of busy. The Guru's one of the most busiest men in the 757. But as soon as I get time, I'm going to make a reel out of it. So you'll see it.
Well, I'm a man of me. I keep it 100 if I can.
I appreciate it, man. My best bet in this one, close your ears, Avery, is Kansas City -2 and the game over 48.5. Kansas City has won the last two head-to-head, and this means they actually went into San Francisco last year and kicked the 49ers in the mouth. It was a close game. It was a low-scoring game. But the game before that was Super Bowl 54, where San Francisco, if you don't remember the video, they kind of slid out and they holding on. They was taking pictures in the end zone. He was up double digits. And the Chiefs came back and once again punched them in the mouth. So 2 straight, the Chiefs have punched these people in the mouth. Both teams are coming off a loss. The Chiefs got to compete in this AFC West. San Francisco got to compete in the NFC West. It's going to be a good game. Both teams is going to put up some points. Like I said, they're going to run CMC out. And I like him on his props. They ain't put his props up yet, but whatever his props is, I like him, especially over his receptions. And I like run CMC over with an anytime touchdown. But my best bets in this one is Kansas City. Close your ears, Avery. Kansas City -2 and over 48.5.
Fuckers, man. All right. Guru, that might be why I keep forgetting your ass.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't want to hear that.
I definitely like Kelsey's props better than Kittle's. But I like them both.
I'm a fan, and I like Kelsey props better than Kittle.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Kittle sometimes disappearing off. Sometimes they use Kittle as a second left tackle.
He been coming along the last 2 games though. So
yeah, I bet Kittle one game and that nigga was in blocking. I thought he was they should have put number 78 on Kittle.
that was one of his first games back, I think.
No, who the hell y'all? Y'all playing the Rams.
That's the best. That's
yeah,
the best
he's a great blocker.
Right.
Definitely.
They should have put number 78 on him in that game because I had him over his receptions and the man was blocking on 85% of the plays.
It's crazy because the next game I think he had like 8 receptions for like
yeah,
85 yards.
did. And that's the game I didn't bet on.
It's crazy. All right, Guru, can we take a break now?
Yeah, go ahead, take a break.
My man, my bad, bro. Hey, it's not charged to my head and not my heart. All right.
It's because that 49er had on your head.
No, hell no. Hell to
Because
the
of that
no.
Terramano.
It's the Terramon. I blame it on the liquor. If you ain't like me by now, you ain't doing the right thing. That's all I'm saying. But let's take a break. Back more sports. Guru and the Swami. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Guru and the Swami podcast. If you don't know, now you know. It is time for the Gurus and the Swamis, best of the best. That is their best totals, best parlay, best team, and best prop. But I'm going to put them in my own order. Not like that. And I'm going to start with the best prop. And I'm going to start with the Swami. Swami, what you got for your best prop?
Well, my best prop is my man discount double check Aaron Rodgers over 32.5 pass attempts.
Okay.
Easy.
Aaron Rodgers over 32.5. Guru, what you got?
I got Wan'Dale Robinson over 6.5 receiving yards. Although I just seen that they moved his receiving yards up to 31.5, they can move it up to 51.5. I wouldn't give a damn. Take Wan'Dale Robinson over 31.5 receiving yards. But if you don't like that, my best prop is Aaron Rodgers over 231.5 passing yards.
That came from the Guru. I don't know what else to tell you. Next up, we got best team. Guru, it's on you.
Tampa -11. Don't even overthink this. Like I say, they've been smacking these people, and they done beat them by an average of 14 points or more for the last 4 years in a row. They coming off a bad loss. I gave you the percentage of teams in this position. 60% of the time, if they lost as a favorite of double digits, they covered the next game. And 10 straight if they was giving up double digits or more. And this is the case in this Tampa Bay game. Take Tampa Bay -11.
Tampa Bay -11. Ooh, Carolina some shit. Go ahead, Swami, you up.
Definitely some shit. My best team, take Big Blue. Big Blue.
Big Blue, NYG gang.
NYG.
From a Dallas fan.
Hey, look, +3. Take the points.
This coming from the Swami, not a Dallas fan.
Exactly.
Makes
the difference.
Swami don't give a damn about Dallas. I love it.
But
Me
he
either.
always has a Dallas hat on. Don't get it fucked up.
All right.
Gang, gang.
Best total. Swami.
Best total. This one's a little different. My best total is Cowboys over. Team total over 27.5. Like I say, they went over 22 points in all their victories. That was with Cooper Rush at the helm. We getting our man Dak Attack back. Hip dance, you know that I do that shit. But yeah, it's a lot.
Probably while he was hurt.
Cut it out.
All right, Guru, what you got?
Same game, same total. Dallas and Detroit over 48. It's 48.5. I'm buying the hook. I'm not taking the hook. Give me the 48. Give me Dallas and Detroit over 48. He liked the team total over because Detroit gives up points in abundance. But they score points in abundance. And 3 of the last 5 Dallas and Detroit games head-to-head have gone over the total. So give me this one over 48.
Make a lot of sense.
Nothing like it. Absolutely. Y'all know what it's time for. And now it's time for the Guru and the Swami's best parlay. Guru.
My best parlay is Wan'Dale Robinson over 6.5 receiving yards. Although I seen them move it up to 31.5 receiving yards, I don't give a damn if they move it up to 51.5 receiving yards. Take Wan'Dale Robinson over 31.5 receiving yards. Aaron Rodgers over 31.5 passing yards.
231.
231 passing yards, yep. Tampa Bay over 27.5 team total. Detroit and Dallas over 48. They had it at 48.5. I'm buying the hook. I'm not taking it at 48.5. And if you put $50 on this on DraftKings, you will win $651. Take everything you can big bar still and put it on this 4-pick now.
All right, Swami.
All right, I got a sweet 4-pick for you as well. My first one, I got Aaron Rodgers over 32.5 pass attempts at -120. I got my man Travis Kelce over 6.5 receptions at plus money, plus 102. I got my man Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown at -200. A little pricey, but I love it. And last but not least, my Dallas Cowboys team total over 27.5 at -112. You put these together, you put $50 on them, you get yourself $529.64 to be exact.
Sound to me like if you follow what they're saying, you could pay at least half of your rent.
Easy.
I'm just saying.
Depending on where you stay too.
Depending on where you stay, you might stay in Section 8 and pay all of it.
Yeah,
If you got them right white bricks, you might can pay it for the year.
That's the goal, pay for the year. Hey, man, but listen, I appreciate y'all because I got some money because of y'all fools.
I appreciate you
Indeed.
for having me.
Let's take another shot for the Guru and the Swami.
Salute.
Absolutely. And there you have it, Week 7, Guru and the Swami podcast. We coming at y'all from the Betmost West Studios in Norfolk. It's been a great night, great information. I'm just ready to get this money, believe it or not. And while y'all spoke weirdly on my San Francisco Niners,
Nothing was weird about what I said.
Take everything you can big bar and still put it on Kansas City.
we ain't doing this. We ain't doing it. Hey, but it's a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll check y'all out next week. Guru and the Swami podcast. We out of here. Peace.
Till next time.